week I was reunited with an old friend. My running shoes, I hadn't had them on since last September before my severe ulcerative colitis flare. And so I've been really excited to go running again. I did work up to it. I've been walking a lot, started doing some more difficult hikes, and finally I felt like I was ready to go jogging. And so I chose a very easy path, only went for about a mile or so, and that's the same route I'm going to do today. Now that I have ileostomy, I have to remember to always have water with me on my runs. And throughout the past couple of years, I had tried a few different water systems for running. One of them was a handheld water bottle. And I really liked this because it was pink, but it didn't work for me because I ended up getting a nasty case of elbow tendonitis from it. But it might work for you, and it's great. Another option is a waist belt that carries a water bottle. And on a shorter run, I might take this, but I do drink a lot of water, and this might not be enough. So I think what I'm going to be using most with my ileostomy is my Camelback. I can fill it up to 3 liters if I wanted, if I was going for a really long trail run. Today I only put a little bit of water in it because I'm not going that far, but it's very comfortable. Sits on my back, it's not on my waist anywhere near my stoma, so I really do like this one. And it has a pocket that I can put some stuff in and a couple different places to stash some gear. I'm wearing the same running clothes that I always have, and you can see that even though I'm wearing a snug tank top, you still can't see my ostomy pouch. But little do you know, there's all sorts of layers under here that help me deal with my appliance while I'm exercising. So the first layer is my ostomy pouch cover, which I made. My stoma is placed pretty low, which I love, but one thing about that is that the bottom edge of my pouch rubs on where my leg is bending, and sometimes I get scratched there. So when I made these covers, that cured that. Now there's just nice cotton in that spot. Then I always wear my New Hope hernia prevention belts when I exercise. It really supports my abdominal muscles, and I feel great with it on. And on top of that, I wear a pair of ostomy undergarments. These are made by a company called Comfits, which I really like. There's a lot of other manufacturers as well, which I'm sure are great as well, but these are the ones that I'm wearing. And then of course my shorts, same running shorts I've always worn, and my tank top. And you would just never know the superhero costume that is under this. One of my favorite things about this running route is the view of downtown Denver from this high point. And you can see one of the tall buildings, the Wells Fargo Center. It's also known as the cash register building because of its unique shape. The hospital where I had my surgery is just on the other side of Denver, and there was a room in the hospital called the Solarium with lots of windows, and I would often walk there on my many strolls that I took through the hospital halls. And right in front of me, I could see the Wells Fargo building and the beautiful downtown skyscrapers. And it's interesting to be on the other side now, looking at the building from this vantage point, sort of on the other side of surgery, and looking at things very differently with a renewed sense of health. So sometimes I still have to walk when my body starts yelling at me that it's had enough and I need to slow down. But it's not a race. At this point, I'm just trying to get my fitness level up in very small increments. And I know that eventually I will be able to do one of my favorite hikes again, runs again, which is a route up to the top of this mesa. It's about a 7.5 mile round trip with 1,000 feet of elevation gain. And I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get to that point. But that's okay. This whole recovery and healing business is really an exercise in patience and perseverance. And I know that eventually I will make it up there again and to even bigger things. On these trail runs, you never know what wildlife you're going to see.